Sneaking and geeking until we get caught again. We are with Light Skin King, but this one ain't gonna be for no shits and giggles. Just some real shit, real quick. And this basically one of the biggest points of this whole thing is to make awareness of serious situations. And one of the biggest situations I think in the world is mental health, depression, everything like that. And I deal with that shit. I deal with that shit on a daily basis for real. But I can cope with it better, and I've learned to deal with it. But I'm just show you guys how it started for me. So 2018, the day of a party at the Root Cafe. If you know what that is, you know. And I get a phone call from my cousin, and he's like, "Run the phone down to your mom. Something happened." And I'm like, "All right, all right." So I run the phone down, come back upstairs, take a little nap, go back to sleep for like 2 minutes exactly. It's not even a nap. And then my mom's crying. She's like, "Come down here, Gavin." And I'm like, "All right, all right." She says something happened, and I'm like, "What happened?" She says, "Your uncle committed suicide." And I'm like, "What's that?" She's like, "He killed himself." So, how old are you? How was that in 2018, like 16, 15, 16, whatever. So I'm just lost right away. I run outside, just start looking up in the sky, just saying like, reminiscing about every memory we had, like looking back at everything. I'm like, this is not real. Like, I know who he is. I'm like, that's not real. It was real. It was real for sure. And we do everything that you would usually do with a funeral, clean out his house, do a ceremony, all that, whatnot. Um, he did leave a suicide note. I'm not gonna go into all that, but one of the things that I remember from that is he didn't want to. He said he didn't want to be a burden to us, like leave any like weight on our shoulder. Like he didn't. He thought like he was bugging us and stuff. It's like, no, you were not bugging, and you were not bugging us at all. Like, we loved helping you. We wanted to help you. And that's one of my points of this is never be scared to tell somebody if you are afraid of something, if you need help with something, if you are, I don't even, anything. Like, whatever you feel like you need to tell somebody or whatever's on your mind, tell somebody else. They might be going through it. They might have advice on it. And so I was helping him for a little bit. I was getting him food. Like, all right, so he fell. He like hurt his ankle. And I had to like bring him his stuff, food, clothes, whatever, all that. And he uh he cool. He was cool. He was cool for real. I was leaving one day because he said, I can't really like watch you anymore. Like, you can't really like stay with me anymore because I can't leave. We can't really like do any events like we used to. We used to go fishing and all that. I'm like, I love helping you. Like, if you really want me to leave, I'll leave. But it's like, I'm all right here. He's like, no, I want you to go. I'm like, okay. So I go to my cousin's house then. I'm backtracking kind of, but I'm just like remembering more. And he said, I love you when I left. But he told me to come back for a hug. And he never usually gave me a hug. So it was like, damn, he really wants me to go, I guess. But, so that happened. And I started making music and stuff to deal with my pain. I'm not a rapper for real. I'm not, that shit fun for real, but there's some people that are good at that, but that was not my calling. Um, I got in trouble at school after that and started doing bad things, stuff I shouldn't have been doing, hanging with the wrong people. I still be in the mix of some shit I shouldn't be. But it's like, that's my choice. But it's stuff I'll build from. But I I fucked up a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I fucked up my whole high school after that for real. Fights in school, drugs in school, fighting people in school. I got kicked off the soccer team, basketball team. Um, like I just kept seeing mistake after mistake after mistake with my life, and I was like, damn, like that's not who I want to be. And so November 2020 comes around, and all that stuff happened between 2018 2020, and November 2020 come around, and I'm like, I want to see if I can like make my point a little more loud that like I'm I'm going through it right now. I need help for real. So I'm gonna go to my notes real quick. I wrote this November 2020, and if I sent this to some of my best friends, some of the people I think are my friends. This is what it reads: I'm not okay. If you're getting this, it's for a reason. I care about you, and I think you care about me. At least I think. I used to be such a happy person and showed I was a happy person, but I can't do that anymore because I feel like giving up. Nothing seems to change, and I've tried to give up, at least almost. I don't know why everything is affecting me in a negative way right now, but I'm scared and I want help. I don't know who cares about me, and I don't know who really fucks with me, because some days my phone might get a notification from the people I thought were the closest with me, and I start to question myself. Did I do something wrong? Do they like me? And do that do that a lot. I don't know why, but it's just answer a question I got that will probably go untold. But I just want to know, do you really fuck with me? Or am I just there to be there because I feel like days are numbered? And I'm sorry for waking up to this, but if you get it again, I care about. And I just want help. See, I was lost as hell, but it was just like, I was ready then for real. I was ready then for real. I didn't feel like I had a meeting or nothing. And I'm trying to think of what kind of turned me up after that. It was probably hella shit for real. But little left alone comes along. I see people commit suicide, like friends of friends committed, posted on their story. This shit is terrible. This shit is terrible. And some of y'all may not think it's real, and some of y'all may not like support it as much as some do, but that shit you should not see. Like the other day, I saw like a 12-year-old, something on Instagram about a 12-year-old killing themselves. You should not see that shit. You should not see that shit at all. 12-year-old shouldn't even know what that is. And it's like, that's what this world is coming to, because nobody sees, like, nobody really wants to help each other out. But I do. At least I'm gonna try. But it's just like, that was my first awakening to that, brought my mental health like awake. Like really made me like question like my head, where my head at, what I'm doing to work with my head and shit like that. But that shit is not no joke. And it's like I'm still here, I'm fighting. I deal with depression for sure, but it's just I know my calling in the world. I know I'm here for a reason. And this might be it. I may still be fighting to find it, but it's just like you are not alone in the fight of depression or mental health. I promise you. I promise you that. And maybe people seeing this you might go tell your friend, oh yeah, hey bro, I'm depressed. Hey yo, girl, I'm depressed. Hey yo, mom, I'm depressed. Dad, I'm depressed. Tell your story out. Let people hear you. Let people try and help you. Let people try and make you stronger, because that's what it's gonna do when you get stuff off your chest. And it's just like, we could change, but it's just like, do you want to see the change? I know I do. I know I do. So that was my first recall. It woke me up, and it brought a bunch of stuff that I could go into more videos about. Like, I'm not even gonna start, but just know that was my first awakening to mental health. And that shit is not no joke, and I deal with depression on a daily basis. But you are not alone in your fights. I promise you that. So this was the first story time with Light Skin King. I wanted to make a meaningful one. I ain't gonna edit it. You're gonna see my mistakes for real, because everybody makes mistakes. It's a process. But if you watch this thing fully through, I love you guys. I really do. And everybody really does have a meaning in this world. You just gotta find yours. So that's it. I hope somebody, at least one person, got inspired by this. I just spoiled some real shit, but it's shit that everybody deals with. So that's it. It's all love for real. Sneaking and geeking until we get caught.